Good morning, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Good, good. That's good to know. Well, let's start. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the second ASEA Europe Breakfast Call. Thank you for joining this very beautiful morning, or at least in Munich, it's a really nice morning. For those who don't know me and haven't seen my face before, my name is Reiner Limburg, and I am a key account manager at ASEA Europe. Well, last week we took on a global approach with guest speakers from all around the world, with Ryan Bruno from ASEA Corporate, from the compliance department, and Mel Sword from Australia. And this week we want to focus on Europe. And therefore, I'm very pleased that Triple Diamond Executive Mijo Charmetant from France has said yes to our invitation to present today and share some of her insights with you. Mijo will talk later on, and after she did her presentation, I will also give you a sneak preview into some information related to the 2020 European Conference Envision. But same as last week, I would like to share some sales figures with you to give you an idea on how ASEA is doing in Europe and also where we can improve. So I would like to share my screen with you. If it's working. Yes, it's working. So, sales update. When looking at these numbers, I want to add first that these are the latest numbers that we have. I received them this week, so these figures are completely up to date. So when we compare year-to-date sales to last year, we are 37.5% up compared to 2018, which is of course great. And 18 out of 22 markets are, sorry, let me see, something goes wrong. $18 out of 22 markets are growing at the moment, and for the ones that joined last month as well, as you know, we had 17 growing markets back then. Which means that one market joined the group of growing countries, and I can confirm that this is Germany, which is good news, of course. And why is this? The fastest growing markets are Switzerland, Spain, Portugal, and Hungary. For Switzerland, this story has been continuing throughout the year, has been growing rapidly. And for Spain, the growth started last year, but it's still growing quickly, and which is good news. Portugal and Hungary are smaller markets in Europe, but they show a really good growth rate, which is good news for those countries. So well done on everyone in those markets. What I also want to share with you is some figures on enrollment, and they are still up compared to last year with 12%, but decreasing because last month it was 18% up, which means that the enrollment numbers are down. We have a couple of markets that have been growing rapidly last year when it comes to enrollment. They're showing less enrollments this year, especially in Sweden, Italy, and the Netherlands. We see significantly lower enrollment numbers, which is, of course, slightly worrying. And therefore, I would like to encourage everyone to go out into the field, organize meetings, Zooms, training sessions with your team, and emphasize the importance of enrollment. When you look at the ASEA compensation plan and a promotion like Fast Forward and also the Winter Wonderland incentive, they all reward new volume, and new volume helps your business grow. But as I said, there are more new registrations than there were last year around, and the total amount of active associates is still growing. And to come back to the first bullet point, a 37.5 increase in sales is a fantastic result. And I want to thank each and every one of you for all the hard work. Can you still see my screen? Because it's not showing. Yes. Okay, good. Well, just a second. Yes. And hard work pays off. And I would like to seize the opportunity to congratulate some of you on their rank advancement and also recognize great efforts and success when it comes to enrollment and also fast forward, which is a really nice promotion that we might not talk about as often as we should. But so I'm taking this opportunity to make fast forward part of the recognition as well. But to start off with the new bronze executives, please note that these are the rank advancements since the last breakfast call. So for bronze, I would like to congratulate Alexandra Svignon from Norway, Helena Soutin from France. Congratulations on achieving bronze. This is, of course, a fantastic achievement. Then silver executives, 2 new silver executives that joined the ranks of silver in the last month. Lucia Silucian Kokka from Romania, Lene Bendixen from Denmark. Congratulations. And also 2 new gold executives, one from Norway, Ragnhild Stenersen, and Gilles Santucci from France. Congratulations. And last but definitely not least, we have a new platinum executive, Marie and Gear. Congratulations on reaching platinum. I'm thrilled for you guys. It's a great job. And I spoke with them a little while ago, and they told me it was time for them to go to the next level. And it does something when you are motivated to push on. And I cannot agree more. Motivation always plays a key part in the road to success. And the beauty is that if you reach success, it will create more motivation. This is, I like to see it as a perfect circle. Then the top enrollers. Like I mentioned before, enrollment and new volume is one of the most important building stones from a successful business. And therefore, I would like to congratulate Rika Clemensen from Denmark, Annette Jorfi and Sultan Varnay from the UK, Lucia Terron Conejo from Spain, Evelyn Dalot from France, Giorgio Caster from Germany, Hilde Papillon from France, Patrick Sauterot from France, Florian Quadri from Switzerland, Jeannette and Finn Bill Kjeltsen from Denmark, and Alexandra Svignon from Norway. Well done, great job, and a lot of registrations from your part. Absolutely amazing job. And like I said, in addition to the top enrollers, I want to point out the associates that were most successful when it comes to fast forward. And because we haven't done this before, I based this top 10 on the last 3 months. For me, fast forward is a great promotion or incentive. It's a great way to motivate yourself and your team to sponsor new associates and preferred customers, and reward yourself with free samples and extra LRP. So the ones in the top 10 did an amazing job, and it would be awesome to see more successful fast forwards in the future. Because when you look at it, besides the LRP and samples, which are great, just think about the fast forward bonus you will receive a fast start bonus you will receive and you finish a fast forward. To go to the top 10, and you can see that when you look at top enrollers, of course, some of the names will come up at fast forward as well. So you can register new people, focus on the 14 days period and enrollment volume, and you can benefit from these amazing benefits from the fast forward. The top: Annette Jorvi and Zoltan Farnay, Patrick Sotero, Manfred Kohlroos from Switzerland, Christine Guémard from France, Palme Christon from Hungary, Willy Marie-Louise from France, Ragnhild Stenersen from Norway, Anita Egeneas from Norway, Anne-Marie Gustafsson from Sweden, and again Alexandra Swignon from Norway. Great job, a perfect result, and hopefully I will see some new names on the list next time, or the same names, of course. I know that a couple of these associates have done an amazing job and are really working with this fast forward program, and it's successful. It's beneficial for your business. You can set targets with it, and it works. And it also new volume. I've mentioned it with enrollment, with fast forward, but in addition, it is also the most important part of our incentive, our Winter Wonderland incentive. And for me, this is the highlight of the year, so I will take every opportunity I have to discuss it. I'm looking forward to it. I know it's still a couple of months away, but I want to refresh your minds and talk about it as a bit more, because as you know, we started this incentive. The qualification period started on April 27th, and it will run for 24 weeks, which means that now we are in the eighth week of the promotion. So after this commission period has ended, we are at 1/3 of the incentive already. As you know, if you go to the VO, everyone can see their base volume and also the volume you still need to qualify for this incentive. But it might also be interested to see how much PGV3 would I need for the upcoming, 16 weeks that are still left in the qualification period, so that you can know what you have to do every week in order to qualify. And what we will do in the next week, we will send an email to everyone who's on track for this incentive and give them an overview of average weekly PGV3 they need to do in order to qualify for the 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place. In addition to this, we will also reach out to the people that are almost on track, but just are missing a bit. We will inform them by email as well to see what they need to do on a weekly average in order to qualify. And I want to stress that if you don't receive an email, please don't be demotivated, because it's not too late. You can still qualify, you can make it. And if you would like to know where you stand and what you need to do in the upcoming weeks in order to qualify, you can reach out to us. We will provide you with the same overview that we send out actively to the associates I just mentioned, so the ones that are on track or almost on track. And yeah, and you can use the email address saleseu@aseaglobal.com. It's yeah, you can see it at the PowerPoint presentation. Please note that the information we receive, the updates on the Winter Wonderland, it's updated weekly on Wednesdays, and so we can provide you with the information that you need, and you can come up with a plan and yeah, to make it to Finland and to join this fantastic trip. And just to give you another overview of what we're going to do and what will be there and how it will look like. It's going to be cold, but it's going to be beautiful, and the event is going to, the incentive trip is going to be packed with activities And hopefully we will have people from all over Europe there to share this amazing experience with you. Well, hopefully I haven't been talking too long, but I always get really excited when I'm talking about sales figures and Winter Wonderland, especially Winter Wonderland, of course. And someone who was also present at the last year's incentive trip, This is Africa, the name was, in South Africa, is Mijo. And Mijo is from France, and Mijo's ASEA business is one of the fastest growing businesses there is. And she's also the best example of hard work pays off. And I want to thank Mijo for joining today. And I want to hand over to her, and so she can share her insights about ASEA with you. So let me stop sharing and see if I can hand over to Mijo. Can you unmute me, Mijo? I can't hear you. Mijo, can you unmute? No, I will try to. What about now?
It's okay now, I think.
Yes, perfect.
Yes. Hello. In fact, I have no PowerPoint, okay? You don't need to share your screen. Okay. It will be easier like that. Hi, thank you so much, Ryder. Hi, everybody. I'm really happy to participate in this call. And I really hope that my English will not hurt your ears. Then, often people ask me, tell me what to do to succeed. So this morning, I'm going to talk to you concretely about what I did and what I'm doing to have been diamond in 7 months and triple diamond now. The most important part is to understand that all our experience are obligatory processes that transform us to become another person. What happens outside of us is only a reflection of what's happened inside. All this way that we are doing here with ASEA is there only to allow us to become a new person and to reach new horizon. If you do not accept the rest of the path, or if you do not agree to go through these different experiences, nothing will change in your life. Sometimes we are impatient and we only identify with our bank account. Perhaps it has been 1 year that you are in ASEA, and for now, nothing incredible happens in your bank account. But look back. Has you the same as 1 year ago? Do you have new friends? Do you develop new skills? To work in a team, has it changed your character? It's important to be able to identify all your progress, because otherwise we get discouraged because we have the impression that nothing happens. But all this way is really obligatory to become a true leader. Because you have to be aware that the higher your qualification is, the higher the responsibility are. And if you go through triple diamond tomorrow without having any build-up of your abilities, you absolutely couldn't maintain your level. That is what I often explain. Even if I didn't have network marketing experience, I'm a real entrepreneur. I have never been an employee on my life. So the attitude of the entrepreneur I had already before ASEA. Know that my salary depends only on my work and my actions. I acquired 20 years already. Do not wait for someone to do the work for me. Do not wait for luck to happen, but make sure to bring luck into my life. It's just an attitude. And it's called action. Take action immediately is very important. Most of the things you are saying are just excuses for inaction. But now you have your own business with ASEA. You must develop entrepreneurial qualities. Your business starts from you. Your success will depend only on you. So you have to do everything to help your downline. It's very quickly what I put in place for my team, a structure to help them get into action easily. Me, for example, I decided to put everything I like easily found. So from my second week in ASEA, I start webinar with the small video of 3 minutes of ASEA. I have not the skills of today, but I didn't wait 1 second to do something to make it easy for my associate to talk about redox. And it's really important to surround yourself with people who can come and complete what you need right now. At first, I had no testimonials, but Christina Williams from Australia was there to tell from Australia, because that's what people want to hear, some stories, some real stories. You really need to help your downline because your success depends on their success. For example, I have the skill to simply talk about redox so that people understand and become autonomous about their follow-up. So I put this skill at the service of my associate and help my team for 8 months. Every Monday, I do a webinar. Of course, today's I nothing to do with the first, because it's by doing that we learn. So the instructions for my associate are clear. You talk to someone about redox, you say as little as possible, and I explain everything on the webinar. Just invite them on a webinar. And to be sure to have a public always attentive, on Monday, I speak only about redox, and I explain just that this kind of marketing allows financial opportunities, and that this subject is straight every Wednesday evening. And my business webinar are divided into several levels: beginner, medium, and expert. They are never the same, and we detail the remuneration and how to invite on a webinar, how to read and understand his dashboard. The dashboard of ASEA is so rich, there is always to discover. My business training are interactive to make sure everyone understands what I'm explaining. Now, in this time, I have also 1 or 2 or 3 physical meetings by week. So you can see, in summary, I have 4 or 5 evening by weeks dedicated for ASEA. I give a lot of importance of meeting now. And after my diamond, it's really what allowed me to change on double and triple. When a person asks to me to intervene, I have only one answer. It's yes. Even there is only 4 people and the organizer wants to cancel, I still maintain the meeting because each person is important and you never know if there will be a leader among these 4 people. Then I'm always surprised when I can hear some people who said, no, I'm moving in a meeting only if you have 20 people. Me, I'm triple diamond and I'm moving just for 4 people. That's a real difference. Action now. For the biggest meetings that are organized, I always find new ideas. For example, for the meeting on the 29th of June, the event will be sponsored by a radio. I own a radio. And for 15 days, there are slogans on the radio to invite people to the meeting. And we did also some interview. For me in a meeting, it's an important thing to have guests, not only associates. I also bring a coach in personal development because you cannot develop anything if you do not develop yourself first. So, a lot of people think at the moment that they have absolutely no time to do all this. But I'm going to be direct. You lie to yourself. We are all equal. We are all have 24 hours in a day. To say, I do not feel like I'm tired, I'm going to watch TV, it's true. But to say, I don't have the time, it's still an excuse. To say, I don't have money to do it, is still an excuse. 18 months ago, when I started ASEA, I was in a very complicated period of my life where I had lost everything. But afterwards, it's a question of choice. The difficulty you are going through, how you make an excuse with it, how you make a motivational force with it. Okay. Of course, the investment is not the same between today and my first meeting 14 months ago, because everything is proportional. But even starting up, the money I earn, I reinvest in my business ASEA. I have always been a company manager, and I know that developing a business without spending a single euros is not possible. If you are waiting to earn a lot of money to do something, it's not working like that. You have to know how to give to receive. Doctor will pay very expensive studies to earn a salary that you will be able to surpass with just 40 euros license in ASEA. You have nothing to buy, neither tractor, nor equipment. So invest in meeting, invest in your team, invest in brochure, for example. I did republish the brochure that ASEA doesn't print anymore, and I create other to help the people of my team. Personally, I have a strategy where I invest a lot of time and money in developing ASEA. About money question for the meeting on the 29th June, all guests are welcome free, with a snack in the middle of the afternoon. And the associate will be trained with speaker, and I take a lot of this intervention, because I know that the more they develop themselves and the more successful their business will be. To talk about the time, I know that thanks to network marketing, all this is done on a period of not for a lifetime. I have 3 little children, and I know I can't work like that 10 years, but 1 year or 2 years, yes, it was really my goal. I work very hard 2 years. And after, I know with network marketing, it's okay. You need to have a strong foundation. This spring, I spent 6 weeks of vacation with my husband and my 3 children. So I start to have the opportunity to work less while still collecting my income, because my business foundation are good. A lot of people, when they see my children, ask me, oh, I do to have so much energy. But it's because my vision is a long term. And I know that working 2 years very hard to then ensure a real future is really nothing in a lifetime. And luckily, I have a mother-in-law very young who adores my 3 children and who keep them very often during all my travel. In conclusion, I can just give you some advice. Be strict with yourself and do not allow yourself any excuse to not developing ASEA. Have a specific goal to know what you will be in 6 months, because otherwise it's like riding without programming the GPS. And the last word, if I did it, so you can. Keep the motivation. All is possible with ASEA. Thank you.
Well, Mijo, thank you so much. I know that you were slightly worried about your French accent when speaking English, but for me it was really good to understand. So well done, well done. Also, the message.
Oh, thank you.
Your message that with hard work and motivation you can reach anything you want. It's a really important message, and like you said, if you can do it, everyone can do it, as long as you are motivated, you have the entrepreneur spirit, and you work hard, you can achieve anything. And so thank you again for talking today. I will quickly share my screen again. Is that I forgot to show this. This is Mijo in Barcelona when she was recognized for her success in becoming a triple diamond. On the left side of the screen is my colleague Eduard Guc, and on the right side is my boss Jörg Heugje, and of course some familiar faces with Tyler Norton, Chuck Funky, and Justin Wilson. And of course, Mijo in the middle. Mijo is from France. As you all know, the new the 2020 Conference Envision will be in Lyon. I have had the pleasure of going to Lyon once in my life. It's not the most well-known city in France, but I love food, and Lyon is one of the best places to have amazing food. But more importantly, we are going to organize another great conference. I have to say thanks to my colleague Matisse, who is taking care of everything when it comes to the organization of the event. So what I'm going to share with you is a flyer that will be sent out with the next newsletter, but you are the first to see it. And I will also give you some more information on hotels and also about the program. So as you know, next year, or in 2020, we will start on a Friday and it will run until a Sunday. This was regarding last conference, we did a survey, and this was one of the things that stood out, that people wanted to have it during the weekend, so they have to take less days off from work, or and this is what we did. So we start on Friday and it will last until Sunday, and we will start Friday in the afternoon. It's around this is probably the timing that it will be in the end, but of course it might change slightly. But as you can see, Tyler Norton will be there, which is for me, when I started at ASEA this year, one of the first things I did was fly to Barcelona to be at the event, and to see Tyler speak about the ASEA Ethos Academy was mind-blowing. It was one of the best, maybe the best presentation I've seen in my life. And I've seen a lot of people speak on stage, and the way he does it, it's I don't know how he does it, but it is great. Some other important information is that Matisse also blocked some hotel rooms with a really low rate of 69 euros. The hotel is close to the event location, and of course it's a limited amount of rooms that are blocked. That's why it's really good that you joined today, because I will put the link in the chat to, let me see how that works. I will do it later on. I put the link in the does it work? Yeah, it's there. This is the link to the event website All information that we have at the moment can be found here. There are links to the Congress Center. There are links to different hotels, but also the link to this hotel that we blocked for you, the rooms that we blocked for the low rate, which is of course great to have this rate. Also, if you are a new associate, you are eligible for a $20 discount for 90 days following enrollments with ASEA. This is to motivate new people new associates to come to the conference, because what I noticed is that after the conference, you see so many motivated people. They keep talking about the conference. So this is a perfect start to your ASEA career. So all this information can be found on the website. Check out the link I put in the chat. And for that, I wanna thank you very, very much. Let me stop sharing. And because we still have some time left, if someone has a question for me, sales related or anything else, please raise your hand and I can try to allow you to speak. And if there are any questions, of course. Yes, Pedre.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. We got some information there during the week in relation to the ASEA Smart Wallet and the Hyper Wallet, and updating of fees and schedules. And could you try and explain it better?
I received the same information that you received in the email, is that of course the Smart Wallet, ASEA is working together with Smart Wallet to make sure that all the payments are gone through smoothly. But this is an external company, so what they do and the fees they charge, it's up to them. And I have the same information that was shared with you in that email, but I can look into it, and if you just I will just write it down and try to get some more information for you.
I sent you an email regarding it, so
you send it to the associate support.
I sent it on the email in relation to the breakfast meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I will have a look at that and get back to you, Pedre.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone else? Hi, Maggie.
Yes, I would like to know the name of the hotel for Lyon.
Well, we have different hotels that you can go to. All the information is on the website with the link that I put in there. But the name of the hotel with the low fee, I think it is called the. Let me check. I think it was the Ibis, but. Yeah, the Hotel Ibis Lyon, Caluire Cité Internationale.
Thank you.
I see something in the chat regarding countries that have decreased sales since last year. Of course, I would like to bring good news, but it's actually 3 or 4 countries that are declining in sales. These countries, among these countries are Poland and Finland. And well, let me check the other ones. Well, I have to check and be careful, of course, to mention the other ones, but what was it? I want to focus on the markets that are growing, of course. But let me quickly check just to be sure that I don't make any mistakes. Finland I mentioned. It's also Slovenia and Austria. Those are the 4 countries. Yeah, I received the question why we still cannot see each other. Well, I've tried to program this webinar so that we can all have their cameras open. However, I'm still new to Zoom, and apparently it didn't work out, so I will have to look into it, because it was the idea to have all the cameras on. And but yeah, apologies. This is something I will look into for the next time. But yeah, I have a different Zoom account myself. I'm not able to organize webinars, and there are a lot of options. And yeah, hopefully we'll have it fixed next time. Okay, let me go through the chat. The name of the hotel I just mentioned. Well, there's someone, Leandre Louton, who's asking about when we will receive the commissions in Swiss francs or in US dollars. This is something that is up to the finance department, and I really cannot say anything about it. Yeah, this is not up to me, but of course it's important to know that you would like to have this, and I will write it down, and I will mention it the next time I have a meeting with the finance department. Okay. Well, someone is asking, yes, you are, there's no name there. Yes, enrollment in the Netherlands are down compared to last year. And yeah, the reason exactly, it's difficult to say, but of course yeah, we will pick this up with the leadership and associates in the Netherlands to see what is the reason and come up with a plan how to turn this around. Because I know that there are very capable people in the Netherlands, also my home country. So yeah, this is something we will look into, and yeah, work together and turn it around. Thank you, Morten, for for typing the name of the hotel. Thank you so much. Please, if you are trying to book that hotel, please use the link that we provide on the website, because otherwise you will not get the discount that we bargained for. I see that Manuela raised her hand, so I will allow her to talk and unmute.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, Manuela. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. It was amazing to hear you and our guest, special guest from France. Congratulations, Mijo. It was really fantastic. We are preparing now huge events in Romania on the 22nd of June and on the July 13th, when Edward Gu will come into Romania. And my question is it possible to organize some special Zoom call for inspiring people to come at the convention in Las Vegas, but also, of course, in Lyon for January. So, of course, we can share with them our experience, but it would be so great to have top leaders present to share their huge experience. What is the importance of be at these conventions? And this is a question if we can organize something for everybody, for every member of ASEA. And second, the second question is everybody connected with this breakfast call? Because I didn't receive any message like that. I received from an associate this invitation to participate.
Well, to answer your second question right away is that everyone is invited to join this breakfast call. We share this information in the newsletter with the access code or the link to this Zoom meeting. So, but of course, people that don't want to receive the newsletter don't get it, and we send it out to active associates. So not everyone will receive this email, because that would this has something to do with rules regarding email sent out and stuff like that. But we also use Facebook to communicate about this this breakfast call. So everyone can join. Hopefully everyone will join, and so yes, it's open to everyone. Okay. Regarding your first question, to organize a Zoom meeting with inspiring leaders to talk about conventions and the conference. Yes, of course, this is something that we can do, but this is also something that we would use this breakfast call for, to get more leaders on the call and to discuss the importance of these conventions and conferences. So it's a really good idea, and I will discuss it within the team if we can focus on the convention or the conference especially, and invite more, leaders from all over Europe to discuss the importance of this. And maybe we can also set up something else. But it's a great idea, and it's always good. You are in direct contact with Eduard. You can also always send him these ideas, and maybe we can work on it. So thank you for your question, Manuela.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Anyone else? No more questions? Then I want to thank each and every one of you for joining today, this early morning, and I want to wish you a really nice day, and hopefully I see you during our next breakfast call. And I will share you the date. It's always going to be the third Wednesday of the month, meaning that the next one will be July the 17th. So I hope to see you there, and the best of luck. And just as a reminder, if you want to know how you're doing when it comes to the Winter Wonderland incentive, send us an email and we will get back to you as quickly as we can, because we would love to see a lot of people there with us in Finland, because I mentioned it last month as well. The more people we have in Finland, the more successful the incentive trip is for us as well. So thank you very much. Have a lovely day, and hopefully talk to you soon.